Joey Arnold, what are your long-term goals? Huh? I didn't say girl, I said goals. Your dreams, your aspirations, long-term speaking. What are your plans you pray on you? Oh man, I'll tell you what. From the top of my head, I just want to say a few things about that. I made a few videos already about that, and I just really want to talk about that really briefly, even though I already talked about that in other videos. I think I could be more clear. This video is only intended for me to keep myself accountable and stuff, and I think I can say a little bit more clearly now than just a few hours ago, but not much clearer, not a lot more clear, but just a tiny bit. Just want to say a few things really briefly. And first off, I really want to get done with my old projects in the next 5 years. In the next 5 years, I want to get done with as much as possible, and hopefully a lot sooner than that. Maybe closer to like less than a year, but it's really hard to say. But I want to just quickly summarize everything that I do, what I'm trying to do. I want to make a distinction between my older projects and my newer projects, and there's a lot there. There's a lot to unpack there. Like, just want to briefly outline what I mean by that. And it's not like I could totally do it, but I'm going to try to do it. And I'm going to explain what I'm talking about. And it's important to me, I guess. But the older projects would be a wide variety of things, including the Arnold attic and scanning some photos and stuff. I've talked about this, and it's important to do some of this stuff. I'm going to regard that as the older projects, and it's almost impossible to make that kind of classification to say these are older projects and the other ones are newer projects, because projects come and go in life, and I understand that. However, I still want to try to make a distinction and a contrast, and I want to note this to myself, tell myself, I'm gonna try to quickly try to put a bow, try to put a cherry on top of this, some of the stuff that I'm working on. I don't really want to talk about what that is, even though I've talked about it a little bit before, what my projects are, the old ones, the new ones. But suffice to say, it's not important to really talk about it, even though I've talked about it. I feel like it would take too long to talk about. I could make a video for 10 hours talking about this stuff, and I probably will, or something. But right now, I want to try to keep this under 10 minutes. I don't know if that's possible. I may be talking for the next hour, but I'm going to try to not do that. I'm just going to try to do this for the record, for myself. Don't watch this video. Don't watch this video if you're not me. If you're not Oatmeal Joey Arnold. If you're not Oatmeal Joey Arnold, why are you watching this video? Because this video is just me trying to spout out some stuff. Spout out. Just want to say some things, okay? Without making up words, or without being unintelligible or unrecognizable. I want to be understood as much as possible, and I want to say some of the stuff from the top of my head and how I feel and what I want and everything. And I wanted to say that I want a foundation in which I can build a lot of things on top of, but I feel like I don't have that at the moment. I would love to have a regular show, like a live show, live stream, something like a podcast that I could do, but I would have to have my own place and have, work on having a routine, a schedule, and try to keep to it, which I could eventually do, but I feel like right now I'm in the middle of the old projects and the new projects, and I really want to transition more and more into the newer projects, and I would classify some of the newer projects as things that would probably never end. And that would include like having a podcast, for example. And a lot of people do that, whether it's Joe Rogan, Steven Crowder, Tim Pool, your mom, CNN, if they had podcasts, but they don't really do the kind of do they kind of don't. But just having a show, like the 10 o'clock news, something like the Daily Show, the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, or just like a format. There are shows out there like Saturday Night Live, SNL. There are shows and things out there that are open-ended. They're totally open-ended. They just go on and on like the Energizer Bunny, and they never end. And I would like to classify the newer projects as that kind of thing, in the spirit of an open-ended, never-ending kind of a journal, blog, log, vlog, bog, mog, pog, all those things that rhymes with blog. And I would come up with definitions to those words, those make-up words. And I'm really into the details, and I really want to get into working on those things, on all of those things that I want to do, all these newer projects that I want to focus on, and say perhaps for the rest of my life, focus on these things as much as possible, on top of everything else that I may do in life, good or bad, whether I have to do it or not. I want to be in a place where I could prioritize my projects and focus on the ones that I really do care about. But at the same time, I want to make sure that I take care of the transition which I've been in the last few years in some ways, and especially the last few years, and especially since 2018, you could say. And before that, I don't know. It's tough to say because I was in Vietnam for 5 years, and then I was coming back. I was coming back to America at the end of 2017, and then I was transitioning, and I was coming out of the closet. No, I was just just working on these things which I've worked on before, but I've been really focusing on this stuff for the past few years a lot, and in some ways it becomes draining, and I've had mixed emotions about this stuff, these old projects, and I feel like I just want to get them out of the way, kind of thing, and that's kind of like my attitude, my perspective, but mostly how I felt. My attitude was dreading working on some of the stuff, and I'm not saying that I have to, but I kind of want to do that, and so I just wanted to go on record in this video. Just wanted to force myself to make this video and talk about it a little bit, and just kind of make a quick summary statement, quick outline without actually saying anything at all. I'm just making a generalization of I'm trying to finish old stuff and then work on new stuff and focus more on the new stuff more and more as I progress and move forward and everything. And that's all I'm saying in a lot of ways, but it's profound to me, and that's why I said don't watch the video, because I'm not really focused on whether or not people need to know this or not, or what have you. Maybe it's important, maybe it will be important, maybe this is groundbreaking. Only time will tell. Like, I don't know, but I feel like a box of chocolate. I feel like one of the problems I have in life is I'm either talking to a mouse or talking to a little. That's like one of the problems I have. Another problem is becoming too aggressive, carrying with my passion. I got passion, so I'm like aggressive and I want to argue and debate. And so as I get older, I gotta pick my battles, decide which hill am I willing to die on. And I've made big deals out of little deals, and I would do it with the intent of using it as an object lesson. Whether it's like some of the drama that I had in Vietnam, things like the Lee Pagoda in Remy Cafe, and Cop the Bike, and the Circle K, and on and on and on and on. A lot of these stories would come out of me just feeling like I want to make this into a story. Sometimes it's sort of unintentional. Sometimes it's personal and purposeful and intentional. Like, probably a combination of things, as life is, as life should be or should not be. Like, I don't know if it should be. Maybe sometimes it should be, but whether it should be or not, it is a combination of things. Things are a combination of things. It's messy. Life is messy. Like a box of chocolate, like a big bag of mud. It's messy, and I've made a big deal about things. Not saying that I shouldn't. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Sometimes it really depends. When I'm looking back and studying my life, I'm looking at stuff and I'm thinking about this stuff and thinking about maybe you should have done this. Maybe you should have done that. This was bad. This was good. This was good. This was bad. Maybe you should have done this better. Maybe you should have done that differently. Not to say there wasn't good intention behind what I was doing, and I can't totally discourage my younger self of what I was doing, what I was thinking, my feelings, my thinking, my beliefs, or my actions. All this stuff was intermixed and intertwined, and all this stuff, and it was going on back and forth, and all this stuff was happening, and people treating me badly, and me treating people badly. And then if I talk all day about me treating people badly, then that might distract you from trying to seek justice and try to go after the people who treat me badly. And then so who's right and who's wrong? Well, it's all intermixed, and I like to go on record to say I was wrong, and also I like to go on record in my life and say at the same time, I was right, I was right, I was wrong, I was right, I was wrong, I was right, I was wrong, I was right, I was good, I was bad, I was stupid, I was good, I was great, I was cool, I was total, I was good, I was bad, I was great, good, bad, good, bad, better, good, great, worse, getting better, getting worse, getting better, getting worse, getting better, getting worse, getting better. What about him? What about her? What about him? What about her? What about it? What about he? What about she? What about it? What about the QRSTU, L cube, what do you call the people who are, what about him, what about her, what about it, what about him, what about him, what about her, what about he, what about what about who, what about where, what about why, what about what about with, what about where, what about who, what about him, what about he, what about mama, what about pop, what about the father, what about the mother, what about the sister, what about the brother, what about the mother, what about the Arnold, what about the sister, what about the brother, what about the uncle, what about the brother, what about the sister, what about the mother, what about the Bonnie and the body bag coming out, what are coming out, coming in, coming out. Maybe I should start another video, but I rap a little bit, but it just comes out like this. trying to make a point, and that is life is messy, and I like to tell the whole story and nothing about the truth, but you can't handle the truth, and I really want to do that. I want to tell more stories and focus on that, and some of the stories and the characters and channels and the projects that I'm starting would be classified as newer projects that would stay, hopefully, open-ended forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, as long as I live, as long as I can do stuff and then pass it on to my children, if I have I ever have any, or to those people who are like my fans, my lovers, all those kinds of people. Which I got a few, I don't know how many, but for those who are, that's great and that's good. I'm happy for you. Seriously, but excuse me, I'm becoming Brittany Venti, but I'm not burping it. But, okay, here's what I'm going to say. So, this is a quick video. Believe it or not, I like to yell. Sometimes I like my characters with different personalities and stuff. So, I just want to make this video to go on a project. What? Go on the record to say, I'm going to try to continue to do stuff, but at the same time, I'm going to try to finish the old stuff and then focus on the new stuff. And some of the old stuff could be perhaps reclassified as a new thing, but at the same time, there will be a difference between the old and the new. And for those who don't know, I'm not going to explain myself right now, but I am in the process of trying to really explain what I mean, and trying to summarize what I have, what I do, who I am, what I do, and everything, like, as much as possible, more and more. I want to start an official website, the Joey Arnold website, like joeyarnold.com, and I already do this in a way on my blog, and it's kind of like a website. I treat it like a website, so in a way, I already have it in some ways, but I like to have an official URL at the same time, have different websites, and somehow find a way to summarize what I have and be able to point people in the right direction of what am I, who is this Joey Arnold, what does he do, and one of the problems I have is I'm all over the place and I overwork myself, and so going into the future I have to decide how I want to do it. Do I want to do a live stream podcast every day, or do I only have time to do it once a week? What kind of personality do I want to be? I have like a million questions like that I have to sort out and figure out while trying to finish up some of the older projects, like just trying to I'm trying to just put things together, like, say, for example, videos and photos and articles and things from my life, things from my family's life. I just want to have it organized this chronologically, at least as a base, in a bunch of files and folders and directories on hard drives, and then some of it may be put online, some of it is already online, a lot of different things that I've been uploading and everything online, and I talk about that sometimes, and I just want to work on that and then kind of get to a stopping point in some ways. Not to say that it ever ends in some ways, but in other ways it does. And so there are degrees in some ways. Like, I could do a rough draft version of the old projects and say, well, I did a rough draft version of the older projects, and therefore it is done in a way, but it can always be done again and again in some ways, similar to George Lucas going back to Star Wars. He goes back and he does a special edition, but then he goes back and he does the Blu-ray special edition, and he went back a few different times, and I kind of go back to my Star Wars, to my baby, my stuff, my old projects. It's the same like George Lucas and his old project called Star Wars. It's kind of like that, except I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy on the internet. I'm talking about some of his videos and stuff, and making a big deal about it. Should I make a big deal about it? I don't know, but I want to, so I'm doing that right now. And just ranting a little bit for 20 minutes. I'm gonna try to wrap this video up, but I hope I give a good summary. I hope I gave a good summary of some of what I wanted to say, but not all of what I wanted to say. I wanted to say about some things about, I got old projects I'm gonna try to finish in the next 5 years or less. So I'll come back in 2027 and see where I am, and then try to reevaluate everything, and then take it from there, take it from there, take it from Quack Polly wants a cracker, take it from there, take it from there, take it from there, take it from there, take it from there. Or hopefully a lot sooner than that, like maybe in a year or something. There are levels to this, and like I just want to do a general take. Like I just want to kind of do some of it now as fast as possible, get some of it done, and then tell myself good job, and then see what else I can do. And then, for the most part, it's like you can do a little bit of both, of like the old projects and the new projects at the same time. But as time goes on, I want to focus more on the newer ones and put the older projects in the back burner kind of thing, and not focus so much on those things. I want to elaborate. I really want to elaborate on what I'm talking about regarding the older projects, all these different projects and everything. But I don't want to do it right now. I just wanted to quickly rant and say a few things and tell you how important it is. And I said, don't watch this video, but if you are, that's good. But it's intended to just be very general. This video is intended to be very general, just to say this is kind of how I feel, and this is like kind of how I want to do things. I'm not saying that I should, not necessarily, I don't know exactly, but this is kind of how I want to go about it. And I have to decide a whole lot of different things as I'm in the middle of 100 things, and I'm trying to decide which things to focus on. And I'm not going to give you a list of things right now. I kind of want to, but once I start to talk about it, then I'll probably talk about it for the next hour or 10 hours, seriously, because like I can tell you a wide variety of things regarding everything that I do. And I do so many different things, and that's one of the problems I have. I have so many problems, and for the most part, it's like I'm running around trying to help people, and trying to help myself, and trying to help other people, and I'm into so many things. I'm interested in so many things. I'm kind of good at so many different things, and I want to do so many different things, and that's why it drives me insane, because I want to be so many different things, and I work myself half to death overworking, being a workaholic and everything, and focused, and being sucked into rabbit trails of doing things, making videos, making articles, making memes, making stuff, working on things as a computer geek kind of person. I'm into all this stuff and all these different things as a person who is like everything and nothing. I'm into all these different things, and then I get sidetracked, and I'm like many weeks behind on different projects, and then I start new projects on top of old projects, and then I get backed up, and a lot of times this thing kind of happens. In some ways I don't even have time to make this video, but I decided I'm gonna do it and go on record to say this is how I feel, and this is what my intention is. Give yourself a few years, even though a few years is like way too many, and in my mind it's like a few years is like an eternity. Even a day is an eternity in a lot of ways. And I'm just thinking, I'm brainstorming out loud right now and saying a few things, but not saying enough. And I feel like I'm going to leave out a few things. Read my daily blog for more information. I'm on other websites before I get banned. Facebook. No, Facebook. What did Facebook do? A lot of things. We're not talking about Facebook right now. Why did I say Facebook? YouTube removed 7,000 videos of mine. Over 7,000 of my videos. What was it? 7,143 videos, something like that. A lot of, and then plus the other videos that they deleted from some of the other channels, but especially the 2 channels they suspended. So my mind is blown. Oh, because I'm thinking, YouTube, what they're doing to me? What you doing to me, YouTube? What are you doing to me? You dirty rat, as Michelangelo, the yellow orange Power Ranger Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle said. Calabunga, dude. He said, "You dirty rat," from the live action movie that came out in 1990. You dirty rat. YouTube. You dirty rat. You play with the wrong shredder. You played with the wrong splitter. You're messing with the wrong group of turtles. You're not your typical turtles. These turtles are gonna come into your mind rent-free and make trouble in your neighborhood. We will slap the Will Smith out of you and tell you stop messing around with the pizza. Pizza. Hey, hello, pizza. You want me to make another video about you? Alright, here we go. Right, Cobra King. Alright. Oh man. By the way, so I make references to random people and stuff sometimes, and I feel like, how often should I make videos about this or that or everything else? I don't know. But here I am, just gonna say I have no idea. But I'm gonna try to work on some stuff, like I said in the other videos. And sometimes I'm gonna repeat myself, and sometimes I'm not gonna repeat myself. And eventually, maybe I'll stop saying some things. But I may go through a period of time every once in a while where I say the same thing over and over for like a week. And then the next week I'll talk about another particular thing. It's kind of like late night television, where if you watch, like, say, Jay Leno, he may kind of repeat himself for the course of a week, and then the next week he'll have another set. I think I'm sort of like that, and a lot of people do that, and sometimes that's good, sometimes not so much. And there's a way to do it, there's a way not to do it, and you have to kind of navigate and find a good balance, and depending on what your audience wants. And that's one of the problems I have, because I don't know if I have an audience. I kind of have an audience, but I'm not really sure, because it's kind of like you want to cater to your audience, but on the other hand, you don't want to cater yourself. Like, you don't want to cater to your audience because you want to be true to yourself, kind of thing, but at the same time, you want to, like, you want to appreciate the fans that you have, if you have any. And I have some, maybe I do and I don't, and I have a few, and I don't know, like, at what level they are. And I'm happy and I'm not happy, because I want to appreciate the things that I have, the people that I have in my life, and everything online and offline. I want to I want to cater to them, and I want to not cater to them. I'm a little bittersweet. It's a paradox. I'm mixed in the middle, and Malcolm in the middle. I'm like, I'm not totally sure how I'm gonna go about it. I feel like I really want to have a main channel. I don't know if this is my main channel. I mean, in a way it is, but I really want to try to figure out how I want to do this. Like, I'm thinking I may want to, have a main YouTube channel where I only upload some videos and not 100,000 videos like every single day, a million videos every day like I do now. Like, I'm doing that right now. It's like old habits never die kind of thing, and I'm just kind of like, I said, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm still doing it in a lot of ways, and in some ways some of my videos are a little bit better. I'm only gonna say some of them, but I like some of them, and some of them not so much, but some of them are getting better. I'm getting better and getting worse. I'm getting better, I'm getting worse and better. I'm getting worse and better at the same time, depending on the video, depending on the article, depending on the meme, depending on a lot of different things. There's a big combination of things coming out all the time, and I feel like that's good, that's great, that's terrible, that's good, that's so good, that's so good, that's so terrible, that's so good, it's so terrible, it's so nice, it's so, man, I'm so happy, so sad, so angry, I'm so sad, I'm so happy, and so all these mixed emotions coming in and out. Oh, my mix. Oh, so many mixed emotions coming in and out all the time. Oh, because I'm here and I'm there, and I'm not really here, and I'm here and I'm not here, because I'm working on this and I'm working on that, and I've been talking for 30 minutes because I'm just barely crossing the surface. Ooh, the iceberg. Hitting the iceberg and going down and realizing it goes down and 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 like, oh, there's so much more. Open the door. Open the Pandora box. There's so much more. And I feel like I just want to rant. I was going to rant for the next hour, but I'm going to seriously try to stop talking in the next few minutes or less. I don't know, but I just want to quickly say, I got old project. What? Hey! I got old projects and new projects that I'm transitioning to the new project, coming out of the closet, transitioning to the new project. And Joey Arnold, what are you doing? I'm transitioning into the new projects. I'm not going to explain what I mean right now, but maybe in other videos and articles and everything I'm gonna explain what I mean, but not right now, not in this video. I don't have time to talk about what I mean about what is my old project, all my old projects. What are they? What are these old projects? What are the new projects? What am I gonna do? Am I gonna start the Joey Arnold podcast? Am I gonna be on other podcasts? How often am I gonna be on this YouTube channel? How often am I going to be on this other YouTube channel? How often am I going to upload Red Dog videos? How often am I going to upload Raw Hercules the Guinea Pig videos? How often am I going to make Cool Kid videos? How often am I going to make videos about Oatmeal? How often am I going to make videos about the Oatmeal drunk? How often am I going to make videos about the Arnold addict? How often am I going to make videos about, Oatmeal health? And Oatmeal Trump, and Oatmeal music, and Oatmeal umbrella, and Oatmeal Joey, and Oatmeal tech, and Oatmeal spider, and Oatmeal your mom, and Oatmeal this, and Oatmeal that, and Oatmeal over there, and Oatmeal over there, Oatmeal this, Oatmeal that. What about this oatmeal? What about that oatmeal? What about this other oatmeal? What about the old Project Oatmeal and the new Project Oatmeal and the comic oatmeal and the other thing oatmeal and Star Trek oatmeal and Star Wars oatmeal and Pocahontas oatmeal and Obadiah oatmeal and memes production oatmeal and this project, that project, and what is a new project, what is an old project, and do you know what kind of style are you gonna do? Are you gonna do voices forever? Are you gonna be serious and do politics? Are you gonna focus on politics, or are you gonna focus on media? Are you gonna do stuff like Red Letter Media? Are you gonna be like Tim Pool? Are you gonna be like Steven Crowder or Alex Jones? Are you gonna be Candace Owens? Are you gonna become black and a woman? Oh man! Are you gonna become Rick and Morty? Are you gonna become Weird Al? Are you gonna become Austin Powers? Are you gonna get a British accent and become Harry Potter? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna do a little bit of this, or are you gonna do a little bit of that? Or are you gonna do how often are you gonna do this? How often are you gonna do that? When are you gonna upload all the videos of the Arnold addict and the audio tapes from before '96 and the other stuff and all the photos and all the stuff and random stuff of the family and yourself and your life and your autobiography and everything? When, where, how, who, what, where, when, who, how, why, what, would, how often? Do you know? Do you have the answers? Do you want to know? If you want to know, stay tuned to find out on the never-ending saga of the Oatmeal Joey Arnold addict world and everything. Even though he looks not that good right now. Even though I don't look that good right now. I don't like the way I look. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't like this new face that I got. I don't know what to do with it. What do I do with this? What do I do with my face? What do I do with my face?